bars, and most of them I got fighting in the redneck bars. Bunch of brand new tattoos that Squinch put on me. You know, he covered up the ones I got years ago, back in prison, when I was just Dave Cole, and I wasn't famous then, but I wasn't free. You know, I grew up in a 3-room rundown shack at the foot of the hill by railroad track, where decent folks don't go when the sun goes down. My daddy worked on the Goodyear Tar and Rubber Company up in Akron, Ohio, and he worked on cars. My mama went to church and daddy went to bars, and most people just called it the hillbilly party. I had a 55 Chevy when I was 15. I painted it red because I was still green. I mean, hell, I couldn't even afford to buy gas. I had a Ford General Rifle Bowie 92, a red Manny Maggot had a like a chew. We counted them cars when the railroad trains went past. If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass. If that ain't country, yeah, that's the boat. If that ain't country, it's a damn good joke. I've been on the Grand Old Mountain, I'm no shiny cat. And if he ain't country, I'll kiss you. Now I feel kind of funny about singing the next verse of this song because it's about my older sister and she passed away this past week. And she was 87 years old. But I haven't spoke to her since she was 18 years old. And my other sister called me and told me that she passed away. And she said, I hope you're not going to sing that song. I go, well, I probably am. I don't see why dying makes any difference. My older sister was a first-rate whore, and my daddy said she couldn't come home anymore, and he meant it. See, well, one of my sisters was a lady of the night. One day she saw the light, and now she don't do those things she used to do. But she never came to the funeral when our daddy died, and I said I'd forgive her, but I guess I lied because there just ain't no way for me to hide the way that I feel. Me and my brothers, we took our younger sister Diane down to the funeral home to see the old man. Jimmy was the oldest, and Diane, she was the youngest one. Jack and Ray was in the middle, and then there was me. I'm the one that turned 23 and grew up to be that Yankees rebel son. Times are changing, I heard Bob Dylan say. It's been 24 years now since my daddy passed away. I can still picture him in his overall. Standing around the house where he made his deals. Around the porch was a bunch of old wheels. And some used Harley Davidson parts that he sold for cash. There was 50 holes in an old generation. Me and my family was living free. They call us old poor white trash, and if that ain't country, now I'll kiss you. If that ain't country, yeah, that's the point. If that ain't country, it's a damn good joke. Been on the Grand Old Opry, I know Johnny Cash. And if he ain't country, what? If that ain't country, what? If that ain't country, what? But I am a roving gambler. I gamble all around. Whenever I see a deck of cards, I lay my money down. I lay my money down, boys. I lay my money down. I gamble down in Tunica, Mississippi, and I gamble over in Spain. You know, I won my first wife shooting dice, but I lost her in a poker game. I am a little gambler, when I sleep, get caught, lay my gamble, lay my hand down. I wrote that song when I was 65 years old. I had a lot of people say to me, man, I remember you in 1970, you and Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and all them outlaw country music singing. How come you don't play that shit no more? I said, well, for the same reason that people come up and say, man, you don't look like your album cover. I said, well, that album you're holding in your hand, I was just 23 years old. Maybe you still look like your high school picture, but I don't. Then someone said, well, I saw you and Jerry Jeff Walker and Willie Nelson in Lukenbach, Texas. Oh, yeah. Lady come up to me last night. I was up in Tunica, Mississippi. I stopped there to gamble a little bit. I had time because I didn't have to be here till tonight. And I'd already driven 9 hours from my home in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I was sitting there playing the slot machine. This lady came up and sat down beside me. She was smoking a cigarette. She kept playing. The cigarette smoke kept getting in my face. I wanted to say something to her so bad, but I didn't. And directly she looked over at me and she said, "You're David Allan Coe, aren't you?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am. And if you don't mind, could you put that cigarette in your other hand?" She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." She said, "I'm a big fan of yours. And my husband and I, we just love you to death." And I said, "Well, that won't hurt you. It's good music. A lot of room for good music in this world." She said, "Well, she said, we live in Orange Beach, Alabama." She said, "Do you ever come down there for the Songwriters Festival?" I said, "No, I don't think I've ever been down there for that. I used to go to Floribama years ago." That's when me and Hank Jr. was hanging around together. She said, "Well, I'd love to come and see you tomorrow night." I said, "Well, yeah, I'll put you on the guest list. Come on down." So I put him on the guest list. I don't know if she's here or not, but she wanted to hear these goddamn songs, so here they go. There she is, right there, Bob. You made it. All right, these are for you now. Take back the weed, take back the cocaine, baby. Take back the pills, take back the whiskey, too. Don't be found, you know it's all on the line. I can find, I can get off on you. I can find, there's nothing all I know. I can hide, living on just getting by. So, just like Take back the pills, take back the whiskey too. Tell me now, your love is all the time. Well, I can try, I can get all from you.